But could they really understand? They could not.
Many people live their lives not knowing that their daily walk and quiet leadership and commitment to develop young men would someday lead to defining their legacy. No other man epitomizes a LaSalle legacy than Bill Cady. For 47 years, Bill Cady was directly involved with the young men of LaSalle, both as a teacher, coach, moderator, athletic director, and director of Christian service. Many remember Bill for developing LaSalle into a premier basketball program in the Cincinnati area through a soft voice and a stern handshake. However, as time evolved, so did Bill's legacy, from coach to servant of Christ. This daily commitment and belief in the power of a LaSallian education molded Bill throughout his years at LaSalle. As Gene Jesse once said, Bill Cady was the reason I came back to LaSalle. He was a selfless person that gave of his time for the development of young men, and he led by Christian example. He was a great role model. Kirk Nienaber from the class of 1983 shared this story about Bill Cady. He said he'll never forget the night that Coach Cady jumped all over him after a game. In fact, Coach Cady was still mad the next morning at practice on Saturday. But after practice, Kirk, Rick Engel, and Coach Cady took canned food to Little Sisters of the Poor. And on the way in the car, Coach Cady was a completely different person. Coach Cady shared something funny he saw on Johnny Carson the night before. Kirk was still upset. Just sitting there quiet, Coach Cady looked over at Kirk and said, "You know, you gotta be able to turn your intensity off. That game's over and done with, and we gotta go here and give these poor people our time." Kirk said he was 16 at the time. For all of those who spent just a little bit of time with Coach Cady and more, we will miss him. But his legacy at LaSalle High School will remain forever.
Could they keep him in the grave? Could they keep him in the grave?